The Boffins have a drawdown. Andy Harper thinks there's going to be a winner. Eli Adams is looking to make it happen. But the Mariners' defence scrambles clear once again. They're not going to stop coming, the Jets. They're taxiing. Bracco, Wilmering. Getting to the byline, cutting it back is Nunez, and then this is a penalty. Surely it is. Aquilina is brought down by Thea Harris, and the Newcastle Jets will have the opportunity to seal the F3 derby as Christian Thea Harris gives the penalty away. Tom Aquilina goes to ground as his former club, and the Jets fans celebrate. But will Andrew Redmayne, who came up with one of the biggest penalty saves in Australia's history, come up big again?
Well, Eli Adams misses his flick, but it actually creates the chance. And Thea Harris, who might have scored the winner himself just a minute ago upfield, is now in the dock.
He was completely caught out. It was Christian Thea Harris. Daniel Elder and Tim Danaskos reviewing, but of course it took them very little time to agree with Sean Evans' on-field decision. And now Eli Adams with the chance to make himself a Jets hero, to etch his name into Jets folklore. He's never taken a penalty in the A-League, has Eli Adams.
Well, the teal wiggle, who is no longer allowed to dance along the goal line, is taking as long as he can. Sean Evans having to personally usher him back into his goal.
Well, of course, his Peruvian heroics. He's only saved 2 penalties in the A-League. He's faced 30. Eli Adams from 12 yards. Andrew Redmayne saves. Badalano on the follow-up. It's Lockie Rose, and he puts it wide. Lockie Rose puts it wide after the grey turn teal wiggle comes up huge for his boyhood club. Andrew Redmayne saves the day for the Central Coast Mariners, just as he saved the day for the Socceroos and qualified them for the Qatar World Cup. The Mariners desperately holding on to a point now here at Polytech Stadium.
Well, Eli Adams hits it firmly. To his left is excellent. Lockie Rose can finish things at the far post. But there's a derby moment for the ages there. From the teal wiggle. Now the most popular man on the coast.
Quickly taken goal kick as well from Redmayne as they look to go up the other end. They might score here. Nico Duarte! The Central Coast Mariners will go on and win the F3 derby from one end to the other. It was jubilation for the Jets as Thea Harris gave away the penalty, but it was short-lived. And at the other end, the Mariners flock to Nico Duarte, the match winner for the Mariners.
Well, just when you think you've seen it all. Harvey Norman replay. It's a long Hail Mary. The Jets don't deal with it. It's another up and under. Delianov completely mucks it up. Duarte is just too committed to the ball. Glenn, this is utter madness. Put me in a rubber truck and get me home. Redmayne saves the day. Duarte finishes the deal for the Mariners in the derby. A more ridiculous, remarkable set of circumstances you'll probably never see in this fixture.
Well, I said with less than 10 to go in normal time, there were plenty of chapters still to be written. You could have written book after book after book. for the last 15 minutes.
The only thing we got right was that with 5 to play, there was a goal in it. I didn't think there were 2, but maybe.
There could be. We're 100 minutes in. The 10th minute of 7 added on. How many more will Sean Evans decide is appropriate? Nico Duarte with the Uruguayan heritage. His middle name is Recoba. And he's shown the aplomb of his Uruguayan namesake.
I don't reckon El Chino Recoba ever scored a goal like that. More known for his craft than his graft, and that was all graft from Duarte, but they all count. A magnificent moment for the youngster. Redmayne's got a little bit of claret trickling out of an eye wound. This just prolongs the great sense of achievement that the Mariners fans are enjoying. They've been put over the rack again this off-season, again this week. Nobody saw this from the Mariners, although you half expected they'd find something. The result, if it's to finish this way, in no small way aided and abetted by a very disappointing Jets for 2/3 of the game, maybe 3/4 of the game. They set the stall with a great goal from Battalato, then they went soft and they went behind. Get back level, substitutions worked for the Jets, couldn't score the penalty to win it. And now the most improbable of all results coming into this weekend looks like coming to fruition. Care of Duarte's commitment.
Well, there was talk in the off-season that the Mariners needed experience in goal. Danny Vukovic departing 2 years ago. Dylan Prage-Cullen doing a fine job last year. But of course, still just 19 years of age. So the move was made to bring Andrew Redmayne home. And he's come up big with his 3rd ever penalty save in his long Isuzu UTE A-League career, 18 years. And Nico Duarte at the other end to seal the 3 points for his side in a famous F3 derby. An incredible way to wrap up the opening round of the Isuzu UTE A-League season, but it's not done yet. We're 12 minutes into 7 of stoppage time. Quite incredible. Tom Aquilina can't control it. It stays in though. Gets up, goes again after the challenge of Kennedy. They have the attacking throw, Newcastle. Sean Evans, the sole arbiter of time here. Nathan Paul heads it clear. Only as far as Bracco, loses out to Duarte after De Lima, wants it anywhere for the Mariners. They win the free kick, and they will take all the time in the world to take it. Will this be the final line of what has been an F3 epic? The Mariners fans willing their side home. Andrew Redmayne roosts it high towards the northern end of Polytech Stadium. Sean Evans says, still we go on into the 14th minute of 7 additional. Tap, can't clear it, but now Sean Evans. No, he hasn't said he's seen enough. It's a free kick.
Yeah, free kick. Lockie Rose had eyes for the play, not the ball. It was as it was bouncing over.
And finally, Sean Evans says that'll do. A pulsating F3 derby in Gosford. Andrew Redmayne drops to the turf and celebrates. Against all odds, the Central Coast Mariners, 3 days into Warren Moon's reign as interim coach, with ownership speculation hanging over the club against a side who has just won the Australia Cup and its first silverware in 18 years, a Newcastle Jets side that is absolutely flying in pre-season. But the Mariners have showed that just because others have written them off, they're not prepared to do so. Alfie McCalmont, Miggy DePizio and Nico Duarte on the score sheet. It has finished in Gosford. The Central Coast Mariners 3, Newcastle 2.